Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bear with me now. Since I am this, well, I am. I have to be just honest. I'm a massive alcoholic right now. My poison of choice is this carrot ginger moonshine, straight up, right to the gut. Boom, up to the moon. Let me get some of this right in me right quick. Look at that. Look at that picture there I left up. Look at that. Oh, there's a little something blocking. That's the son of Megan Fox. Yeah, that the boy in the dress, dressed like he's going into Frozen. There's the son of Gwen Stefani in a pink tutu. The daughter of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Looks like a dude. Adele's son. That could be just like, just a boy with long hair, maybe, right? Oh, is this Charlize Theron? That's the son. Oh, Charlize. Naomi Watts' son, looking like an Amish daughter. By goodness, oh boy, I love it when the Bible Belt gets right in on it in the comments. That's the meat and potatoes right there. God needs to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. This is from parents and schools. Let kids be who they are until they are old enough to question their sexuality if they want. Wait a minute. What? Did I just? I should have pre-read that. Apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. This is from patents and schools. All right, this person's got issues. Let kids be who. Okay, I'm assuming this is one of the brainwashed out there that believes everything CNN and mainstream says and thinks this is absolutely normal. All right, I need my kick. I needs it. Mm-mm. Day 83. Hope y'all's day's been good and night. Mm. Oh, that tastes sharp, a little sour. That doesn't taste normal. What the hell was that? Somebody in my household might have. I don't know what this is. That ain't right. Okay, that ain't right there. So I'll get a drink. Whatever. This does not suffice. Sorry, I'm far from the microphone. Ugh, did not enjoy that. So yeah, apologies to Sea Fowls. Hello, bass girl. Saffron, the great Saffron, the great Maxwell. Bass girl, I'm sorry, I should have prefaced the greatest bass girl. White Dragon, all of you, fantastico and welcome. I did. It was my bad. I just let C Fowls know just too late. Wednesdays is my latest night, and I just assumed I'd be there far longer. I mean, hell, look at the time now. It's already 11:16 Eastern Standard over here. So respect. I will be shooting for tomorrow. Man, I really wonder what the hell was in there. That cap was a jar. I hope that wasn't sangria. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a Colombian fruit punch of alcohol. I wanted to share with you guys something that might be humorous because yesterday I noticed, for one, I guess shout out to Mr. AD. You guys are familiar with that guy, anonymous dude, right? Saffron, I know you are. Um, okay. The AD to me, like we've known each other or of each other. Let's go with I don't know 6 months or something. I've, I mean, never had a serious issue with the fella. He's okay by me. The only issue, and I take accountability for any time, like when I comment, when I type, I do like long-winded messages, and I use talk to text, and sometimes that can make whatever I'm saying, excuse me, look like complete gobbledygook. So I'm sure there's a lot of miscommunication back and forth throughout our time on YouTube and in the piss-soaked corner of YouTube. He said a long time ago he wanted to do a show with me. He just never really knew what. But I'll be honest about Mr. Anonymous Dude, who yeah, okay with me. I think he's handling his very intriguing and entertaining El Beef ish whatever thing with Cashville interestingly. You know, that's for him to do if that's entertaining and fun. I mean, I guess it's funny, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, him and Johnny Cashville, AD, that guy, and Johnny Cashville, that guy, they don't like each other very much. I can't really tell. And Cashville wants to go to the redneck brawl, and he wants to do fisticuffs. And AD doesn't seem to be entertaining it very much, but he's talking about he's pretty much like provoking Cashville a bit, going fat boy, and saying, "Oh, I'll destroy you," and not responding to the invitation. So I don't know if you have an opinion on that. Feel free. But last night, while I was doing my random rant diatribe, he did a little snipe, which is cool. You saw some new names. We saw some old names, friendly faces. Blessings to everybody. And I wanted to mention that because I'm looking forward to actually talking to AD again. And secondly, in that chat, I get to run into the Gobbeler himself. Okay, so the Gobbeler, Johnny Gobble, I assume most of you know that guy. You know, I think I've been always very fair about that guy. Not the most popular fella. I am convinced that he is marketing off of just pissing people off, being a provocateur. I never really went at him because I felt bad. I'm talking about this stuff for a reason. And I do have stuff I want to share, but this is just funny. So, like, over a year passes. All right, Johnny Dagburn Gobble knows me and my channel. All right, for over a year. We never went at it, not even when I was pro Creek Squad all the way and blinded by the light and the shout outs was the glory. I never went at him for like attention, and even though people told me to, and all of a sudden, he went and said what he said. You guys have seen it. I know I've mentioned it. I'm not going to talk about it again, but he condemned, race mixing. I can't approve of that. Like, so that's pretty deep stuff. Some people have come out of the woodwork and said, "Hey, man, you can not support people that want to mix races and they cannot be racist." Have that conversation, please, by all means. Gobble could have, we on Instagram, it's there. Could have had a conversation, but whatever the case, after those comments, after all this time, over a year, I decided, all right, you know what? I don't mess with that. I never insulted the fella outside of that, and outside of saying he is probably one of the it's either smartest dumb person or dumb. No, he's not dumbest smart. Like he's doing something smart, but he's dumb. You know what I mean? He's getting all the monetization of views and clicks that he possibly can, and he one way or another via the hate watching or his actual fandom. So he got me. Check this out. All right, I'm still recovering. Hold on, it's actually this is quite painful. We're in the chat. 80s chat, which is like an open panel, open stream. The chat is very active. I kind of dig the vibe. And he just, while we were there, he must have heard through these grapevines, these small YouTube streets, that I condemned his racist rant. Because he was very, very rude to me. Okay. And with knowing my name, Progressive Patriot, and that it's an acronym, and if you use the initials, it sounds like PP. He went and he typed in that chat. Oh God, hold on. I wish I had a drink so I could just. He went and he said, okay, and he had over a year to come up with this banger of an insult. I mean, it was so brilliant. He said to me, "Oh, PP, you have a small PP. LOL." I mean, That's, I mean, you had over a year, Johnny Gobble, to come up with any number of insults, play on words, what have you. And that was it just cut through my soul like butter. And I don't want no smoke, Johnny Gobble. I don't want no smoke. Okay, you just stay in your corner and be concerned about race mixing. I'm not gonna go low-handed, low-hanging fruit and say the obvious terrible stuff that everybody else does. It's really not my style, even though I could get down and dirty. But I mean, PP, you have a small P. I mean, that's just brilliant. Brilliant. How did you do it? How did you? Gosh. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. So yeah, let me get this off the screen. It's disturbing. um and just talking about I have to recover. CFALs again tomorrow, okay? CFALs at night tomorrow. And by the way, if my camera magically just kind of goes off, I know exactly how to fix it quickly, and I ordered a new cable, which is all I need to do the whole time. I have something that's frightening. And you know what? I picked some big topics. Hold on before that goes. I picked some. Hey, Christina and Trisha. Hello. Johnny's last name is pronounced Gobler. Hey, voice. Hola, schnappets. What's up, voices? It's good to see you. Everybody, check out Voices Behind the Wall. She is. She's just been a long time friend. Like as close to real life without meeting somebody as you can be. Throwing so much support my way, and I'm so very grateful to have met somebody like her. All right, Cher, you're a well-known person. Cher is the bomb, and Christina, you're the bomb. You're a trooper. Okay, it's good to see you around. Uh okay. So I have like a bunch of kind of fun stuff to talk about. Oh, you know what? Before I move on, yeah, you know what? Sometimes before the COVID, I was booked to do my first stand-up comedy bit. Did you know? And I couldn't. But at work sometimes I'll write some notes and I'll try to memorize them. So believe it or not, I wrote a little bit of that whole gobbledygook. I mean, what do you guys think? Because apparently everybody's gobbler, ball gobbler, whatever, man. Like, I'm not gonna go low blow on you. Poor choice of words. Like, I'm not gonna say the obvious. All right, for one, like, you just got a new job and now you're already asking for workers' comp and you're suing them after like 3 days, man. Jesus H. Now you're blaming the mayor. That's your forte. That's as deep as I'm gonna go. Okay, all right. What? I'm gonna. Oh, you stop. So with that being said, whatever. Yeah, maybe I just threw that for no. There was, our friend, guys. All right, let's just. Captain Kurt, you have a special place in my heart. Okay. I will only refer to you as Captain Tramp Stamp. Hope you don't mind. And he was not very kind. I saw what he said. First off, I've got 83 days, no alcohol or no getting drunk, because I'll be honest, whatever the hell is in here that was supposed to be organic carrot and ginger juice tasted a little possibly alcohol-y. Okay. Yeah, you can feel it. It's not strong, but can't wait till I get the new juice. Whatever it is, it's gonna be my new sponsor. Um, he said, I wasn't really sober, and my sobriety is only completely based off of if people believe it or not. So I mean, my 83 days, I use this app that helps me keep track of everything. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. It's been very emotional to stop giving a flying fuck about what everybody and anybody on the internet of all places think. This is why I wouldn't trade the experience I've had on here for a damn thing. The rise was immaculate, insane, and crazy, and the fall was absolutely, also like painful, and it felt like utter despair. But we survive. That makes us stronger, and I have far more gratitude to everybody that I get to see here, and I still got a platform. I'm alive. I mean, sometimes really you got to just say, what more can I ask for? Know what I mean? So, with that, what do I got here? What was I just saying? Because I was going, oh, yeah, my app. So, somebody, I think it was either Pitbulls or I can't keep up with all the names. I don't remember dates. Okay, like this is crappy. I don't know my mother and father's birthday by heart. I actually have some form of I'm going to use the word dyslexia because there's just a problem with my memory when it comes to remembering just dates. Like I couldn't even name the months properly and chronologically. You know what I mean? Uh, just so it's been something I've faced since I was a child, and it's still going on. So aside from that, I'm also very special. Okay. But yeah, that's why I use the Sober Sidekick app. If you are trying to get clean, I can't recommend a better app. It gets you in touch with people that have similar time as you. It pretty much almost forces you to get engaged if you want to post. So this is how I know I've got the 83 days, which is 11 weeks, 3 months, and I've saved almost $900 because I was averaging like 2 to 3 fifths a week. Now let me get Claptrap's little bit out of the way. Okay, so I love that he called me an e-beggar when I just turned monetization on like 2 days ago. Like I've been 4 months now with no monetization, just kind of bullshitting. It's hilarious. The ultimate way to show you don't give a shit is not to respond. But when they give you gold, all right, when they give you lemon, what do? You squeeze it into your eyes and you ask for some orange juice. All right. And boy, oh boy, I think I got alcohol, which is not good. And I really want some OJ right now. So what did I put here? Capn Tramp Stamp, blah, 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 blah. Only turned, yeah. We talked about the monetization. He called me a grifter. Have I ever asked anybody here for money? Ever? In the history of this channel, I've never asked for anybody to give me money. Okay, I even said if you don't like that the ads are on, I apologize. Unsub. Not all videos or live streams will have monetization. But I figured, okay, if I'm going to spend the time doing this, why not? It's like a couple pennies, man. Jesus H. And I don't have merch, okay, and I don't simp and talk about some celebrity's dick all day like an allegory. So, see, fellas, I did text you. I said, yo, man, if you see this, we could hop on, or we could do this tomorrow. So, you let me know, buddy. You let me know. I'm down if you down. In the meantime, I sorry that I keep the screen like this. This I think is just too much to bear. Nobody can handle all this at once. It's a lot. Do not take no, of course not. No. Well, you said it, okay. He totally like the entire existence of that individual is basically metaphorically, or I hope not literally, because that would be an insult to, you know, the individual that everybody's so afraid to ever say he's wrong, Ryan Upchurch. Damn, I don't know how hard I want to like go in on him. And then I don't want to go in a tit for tat. I really don't. He did his bullshit back in the day. I think I've said whatever I wanted to say for the most part. He is a simp, and I've just the only issue I really truly have is that he's never appeared, from what I can see, uh, been able to show his own independent thinking with any sense of pride, especially during the Adam Calhoun interview, where he outright, I think, lied about his stance and didn't have the same energy and whatever the case, and then told all of us that a really shitty rap song was good, and he calls himself like a legitimate React channel. Now, when you let that get in the way of what you actually do, you're supposed to be a sincere React channel. If you hear something crappy, say it's crappy because your whole audience knows what they hear, even if they're all trying to think like you or whatever the case. Not my favorite topic. So I digress. Here is oh, and if H squared is here, I did look into the Melanie Soto case. That's some dark stuff, perhaps for future viewing. What do we got? We got so CJ and I wrote full screen is good. Full screen is good. Whoa. Just saw your text. Up to you. Okay. All right, word. Hang that energy right there. I wanted to show you all this now. All right, we're gonna go terrifying and then hilarious. This is terrifying to me. I mean, you maybe somebody here will see innovation. It is the way of the future. We can't stop it. We can't fight it. Much like the corrupt system that we all find ourselves living in and waking up in and day out, and having whatever 9 to 5 or 1 to close jobs that we all have. There's just things that cannot be avoided. This is one of them. With that, let me use my professional high-tech ghetto rigging. Oh, goodness. My microphone just got way too intimate with my lip. All right, so here this automated AI restaurant opens in California. Of course, it's California. Of course. Didn't get to really take that in before. This shit be scary. Just think about when this, multiply it until you get to the maximum of what could be with this kind of technology.
Robots have arrived, at least in Pasadena, California. That's where the world's first ever fully autonomous AI-powered restaurant has opened, complete with burger flipping bots. We sent CBS's Joy Benedict on a taste test.
Flippy the chef makes Spud spectacular. This automated grill gives the meat its sizzle.
Hold on. Did I see Barb? Oh, damn it. Okay, hold on. Pause. Beachside! Barb, thank you, sweetheart. I always feel so awkward when I am, thank you so much. I will continue to do my best. You are a lovely human being, and I appreciate the energy, positivity that you bring to this channel, this community. You are very much of my tribe. You are my people, and I thank you so very much. BSR, bro, it is so good to see you, man. I missed you. Barb, as C-Files would say, Barb owns all of you right now, okay? All right, moving on. Okay. That's enough for now, maybe. Okay.
All as this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it would take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too. A cheeseburger. Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember you, your favorite food, and how you like to pay. Then watch the robot.
Just, the McDonald's near my job has one of those kiosks, which makes me wonder, what the hell are even the people that are standing at the registers doing? I guess just taking the money. They could already just be replaced completely. I mean, they're high school age mostly, or there's a huge in Florida, a lot of retired people work, and those seem to be the jobs that they do. After you see this and knowing that there's a kiosk that uses some of the technology, what's the point? What is it, just like for PR? And I just don't like the idea of electronics and cameras. I mean, we better be as comfortable as possible, because that is the world we live in. The UK is the most recorded camera, eyes on you, Big Brother style country in the world. We are definitely, at least maybe they're just way more transparent about it, but statistically, that is the truth. They got more cameras open. I think America is just better at being shady about it. But anyway, continuing.
That's work, no humans required.
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills. They're dangerous jobs. And this automation helps solve a lot of those issues.
62% of restaurants report being understaffed. Industry experts say most of those unfilled jobs could be done by robots. And in California, where the minimum wage for most fast food workers will soon be $20 an hour, fewer workers equals cost savings. Dan Ives is with Wedbush Securities, a wealth management firm.
Once the minimum wage went to 20, that's the bell going off. More and more focus on spending on AI.
He's the professional. He'll explain it better, but hilarious. Oh no, that's where it ended. Hilarious. Okay, so I mean, I was there. I was the blue no matter who guy, trying to convince people door to door in a trailer park for you to vote for Bernie Sanders, right? One of the things that I was asking for and was convinced was the answer was raising the minimum wage. Well, the danger of getting what once you asked for is having it. And now here we are, and of course, one of the bluest states in the country, California, has $20 an hour. Okay, let me just go ahead and automate everything top to bottom. Maybe I wonder if the guy even has to do any logistics of his own, like the ordering. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can get a program for damn near everything. Doesn't have to worry about call outs. Or I mean, here's the only thing I wonder: is he the one that has to clean everything when that time comes around, or do they do it themselves? But if it ain't already there, it's getting there. And I mean, look at how much the world has already changed, to be honest. When I think about it, I try not to get overwhelmed. We are in a world where cash is antiquated. You get strange looks when you use it. It's COVID and the lockdowns. I get impassioned every time I bring that up, but I try to not get into a rant each time. So it brought us look at all these little careers like Grubhub and Instacart. Now, I'd love for you in the chat to engage. Let me know. Did that open up more opportunities for people to be their own boss? And that's a positive. I there are people I see every single day of my life because of these businesses, and they make their own hours, and there's a tight schedule. I'm sure it's not easy. I see them get stressed, but there's a flip side to the coin, is there not? So that's going to impact, well, things on a multi-level, right? Multifaceted. Stop using $2 words, Eli. Stop it. Okay. So, like, the public in mass no longer depends on going out to brick and mortar stores. Everything's all AI'd up. All that will be required: eliminate the staff, get one guy that foots the bill, and just have the people that do all the deliveries and get charged. Like, I hate the charges. I hate that in my favorite wings place here in Florida, from where I moved from to where I'm at now. They got 2 locations, Wings Plus. It's always been, delivery. And now, like, I'm starting to see the ramifications, because it's been like regular tipping for a company for hot wings. Apparently, this company that has been around for years, it's a staple of Florida, especially in this area. They have decided to do away with their own delivery service. Those people lost their jobs, and now you have to use Grubhub or Uber Eats and all this crap, and all of those little things that add up. Let me see. Since I'm a guilty party, I try my best not to use this stuff, but sometimes it's late, you're hungry. I never use DoorDash. Let me see one of the bills, because it's amazing. Something that I know, if I would just drive myself, and I'm talking about somewhere that could be 5 minutes away, but it makes us so lazy, right? And this, I remember, I can never forget. This was a result of the lockdowns and the new conveniences that we learned. It was a necessity at the time, carried over, and it's become the new norm. I hate that term. Is that not going to build or create a lazier population? Do we not already have a problem with laziness in this country and being overweight? Take it from me as somebody that is overweight. So let me see one of my last orders and see all these little things. Now it's nearly impossible to not be a part of one of these systems. I have Amazon Prime. As a Prime member, there's a lot of costs I don't have to deal with. So they're making it so it's like almost completely unavoidable. I'd just be impressed with anybody that has made a stand and kept it that way. All right, here's orders. I don't want to hit reorder. It's too easy to make mistakes with these suckers too, and there is no refunds, man. All right. Nah, okay. I don't get all the numbers. I'll just tell you this: something that would have been like $27 easily turns into $47. All for the sake of what? I don't know, man. Like, convenience is king. I say that all the time at the job. And when you just amplify that to the nation, convenience is easily just going to make us complacent and weak, and we're going to look like the characters made in Wall-E. So, and by the way, again, thank you for that specific comment of telling me to be me, Barb. We got Seafowls. Damn it, Seafowls. Okay, let me get the invite. I forgot on my diatribe, sir. I forgot. All right, I copied it, and I'm feeling. Yes, bro. Being drunk and hungry is one of the most dangerous things in the country, because you will spend $80 for a couple of burgers, fries, and a taco. Yeah, there you go, brother. There's the thing, the link thing. You can come on up, man. Did I miss anything cool? Did anybody? Okay, no trolliolios aside. So you can pop on up. I do got. Oh, I got some. While Seafowls does the thing, here's something that everybody's gonna appreciate. Okay, if you don't, you gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. If you don't appreciate this as much as I do, I don't say it in past tense. Okay, all right. Oh man, better find it. Take it easy, Eli. Oh, okay. There's so many things that I collect. I'm like, oh, they would love it. They would love it. I think of you guys. All right. Come on, find the one of the. Okay, here it is. No more self-talk to distract you.
Baltimore City.
For something. All right, you ready? Honestly, let me just for the record state, I thought it was fake, and it I don't know, it looks fake, it looks real, it looks fake, it looks real, and then I saw after the clip. So I guess you be the judge, and I'll check the comments, whatever. But whatever the case, it's fun, it's funny. So let's get a laugh, shall we? Uninterrupted. This one needs to go down smooth, pure.
City police have charged a man. 31-year-old Dwayne Townsend is charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct on several occasions dating back to November of 2018.
And you see, that's what the problem is. Now, it's a beautiful day. I want to come outside with my shirt off, and I was just jogging, trying to get my body back in shape. And all of a sudden, I get hit stick like I'm on Madden, just boom, out of nowhere by a cop. And, it scared the hell out of me. I was so scared, y'all, I didn't on myself. And I'm talking about I was wet. I was wetter than a whale in a bubble bath drinking a bottle of water, okay? And to myself, I said, indecent exposure? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. What you want me to do? I'm a man. You want me to put on a bra? Man, that bra strap will snap like a bungee cord. Just go. And, I just came out of court, and they just gave me 2 court dates. One for each titty.
I'm sorry. It's had a fantastic response. I'm sorry. I can't.
Baltimore City.
Can't be, right? There's no way. There's just no way. That's real. It just can't be. As much as yep, you dare, bro. You dare. You definitely backstage. Bread sandwich. Taco burrito. Fun fact. All right, y'all know that song that's being quoted by the wise Maxwell, Jennifer Lopez, and this has been on record. All right, we got that song from South Park. If you hint at that song in her presence, you will be fired and removed from the area of whatever project. That's how much that song triggered her and pissed her off. All right, so let's get to the captain of his own alleged army, or it's just friend to chinchillas everywhere. And well, I don't want to say anything to put him in any further hot water. Perhaps he prefers cold water. I like the hot water and I like the smoke. So to the human I was speaking of yesterday, I hope you took my advice. Okay, simmer down now. Yo, hey, look at that. Speaking of that smoke, man, what's good in the hood, cuzzo?
Got all the smoke. Also, as you can clearly see, Predator Eduardo. So there's that.
I don't like the way that sounds together. It was that intentional. I mean, it is provocative. I've never found myself so attracted to Eduardo in this way. However, what the term predator and Eduardo together just sounds nefarious, man. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, the Barry Wood has bestowed the presents to the. I'm not going to talk myself.
Barry's here. What's up, Barry?
Barry Wood, thank you for joining us. Seafells, the man, is here. Seafells, how was your day, cuzzo?
Pretty good. Normal, everyday stuff for me, and did my show earlier.
You hussy.
Speaking of the human. Speaking of the human you were talking about yesterday, there's been some progress made with that. I don't really want to say it online and show my so to speak, but that's working out. We got some good news about that the other day.
Thank goodness. Yeah, well deserved, because everybody I know that's involved on the receiving end from the subhuman are just people that wish it was already over. And as I've seen it, I'm going to go ahead and inflate my ego. Tell me if I'm wrong or right, if you feel safe enough. Remember, I emphasized, like, you have a family. That's a blessing. I wish I had as much of a family as you do. And suddenly I saw a post that was more family focused. Could it be that I got through?
Probably not. What tends to happen is I or you or anyone says anything, and then it's like some people have no personality, so they have to try to take on the roles of other people, which is weird. It's like what's that called? Ditto, that Pokemon that just becomes all of the other Pokemon. So the fact that you were like, oh, family oriented stuff, now she wants to be like, oh yeah, look at my family. But if you would have said switching out or not, if you would have said like, hey, I think you need to do some exercise or something, guaranteed I would put money on it. The next post from that person would be, look at my gym membership.
Okay, so I can't. I think your connection is mostly good, but there's some drops here and there. I think I caught most of that. So are you inferring that because I did give like a heartfelt plea? You have family, and don't spend your time with all the nonsense. And all of a sudden, look, pictures, family. I mean, it was some from long ago. It is kind of an enigmatic post. And by the way, I'm talking about the 24 different people that have the same name with similar posts. But was it just that then? Was it like, you're right? Did it have anything to do with what I said? Is that, or am I off on that? Because I don't know how it works up here with that one.
It's kind of a mocking thing. I talk about my sobriety. It turns into this, well, yeah, I am sober now too, but I can still drink because alcoholism isn't just kind of like a mocking kind of like, oh yeah, you think I need to spend time with my family? Look at all these pictures of me and my family.
Is it possible that is it possible that that's your interpretation and that it could be wrong, or is that just how you're familiar with how that human rolls?
I mean, it is possible that I'm just perceiving it as one way, but I'm also this has been going on since October of last year. And at a certain point, you just start to figure out the game, you know? And it's been like every time we say this, she wants to turn around and say something very similar, but in a different way. Or like the word parasocial was being thrown around for a little while. And then all of a sudden, every post she has is. I think I just clipped out. Every post she has is about being parasocial. And it's just like, okay, so you're just taking whatever we say and putting it through this weird filter and regurgitating it back out.
Okay, all right. So lo and behold, though, you're saying it's all improved despite all that, because that's as far as I can see, and I'm taking your word for it that there's improvements, and I hope that that extends to everybody here that has to deal with the nonsense, the madness, the distractions, and can just hopefully focus on better things. So I really I'm glad to hear there's improvement, because this is a whole bunch of just fuckery, pure waste of time. Nothing but it's a damn shame, and it needs to be done with. And I hope it gets to that real soon for everybody's sake. Even that human parts.
Oh yeah. It's there's things in the works, I'll say that. And I think her days of being able to do this kind of thing are dwindling down.
I'd use this individual as a warning to any well-intentioned person that's thinking about starting a channel or already has a channel. Always bear in mind, when you go out there, you never know what you're going to run into. And yes, there are people that are willing to, because of lack of anything better to do and so many bridges burned in their own life, if you look in the rear view, they will dedicate their entire existence to just messing with you and yours. So just remember, it's the fine print in every contract before you hit that button. Just think it through, okay? And relish that you have some solace within a community, which is why it's important to know all the good people that we have here with us. So
Definitely.
100% on that.
And it's not like, I know I talk about it quite a bit because it's happening to me, but it's literally, I feel like almost every YouTuber has had at least a similar situation, maybe less or more extent, or like different situations, obviously. But I feel like every YouTuber can relate to like, oh, you got a stalker? Yep, me too.
Unfortunately, yeah. I don't even know that I can think of a single one that I know well enough that doesn't. What was I wanted to semi deviate because too much attention is paid to human fart bubble. So what'd you think of the response I got from just being live for 40 minutes in front of my door last night? My God, man, the woodwork got opened up.
I was very confused. I don't like, I get some people want to come in hot, and I know your history well enough to know there's a certain group of fans of a certain musician that don't like you very much. But unless I missed something before I hopped in, it kind of seemed like it was out of nowhere.
Oh no! The fucking tramp stamp came in hot because exposed some hypocrisy on his part. Like, yeah, and I already went
Oh,
through it. He was a clip of me slipping up once and saying NIGGA about Ben Carson when I was a progressive was sent to him, and he was acting like he was the captain of Creek Squad. And when we were talking on Instagram, he sent me the clip, and in all caps, he's like, "What is this?" And I had to explain myself, and that was over the N word. Then look at us now, where he literally went on a whole like how many videos. It's okay because Ryan Upchurch, you know. So I had to point out the hypocrisy, and he didn't appreciate that. So I get, and you know, I love when somebody's so insecure that somebody is like, oh my God, look, he said this person's name in some sort of negative, maybe positive. Put up the Captain Kurt signal like Batman. Somebody tell this man that's so insecure that he must know some no-name channel that has like 10 people watching it is talking about him, and oh boy, he wouldn't be able to survive if he did not know. I don't understand. Like, to my knowledge, his channel is just successful in general. He's got his whole crowd. He's simping hard and he simps well. And I mean, come on, he's got the tramp stamp. Okay, he's got the whole kit and caboodle, and he gets all the super
yeah,
chats in the world, which is why I find it hilarious that he calls me a grifter. But yeah, you know,
dude,
to
all
grace me with his presence, it was much honor, much honor.
couple of things. First of all, I don't know.
Oh, I heard. Put it this way, I don't know,
Okay,
and now there you
there we go.
go.
I can come back. Yeah, I don't know much about his channel really. I never went down that rabbit hole, so to speak. So I guess it's successful from what I've heard.
Yeah,
Um,
same.
and yeah, I have been getting called a grifter too, to the point where like I started joking about it, and then people did start sending me super chats because I was like, "Look at me, I'm up here begging for money," and then people started actually doing it, and I was like, "Well, okay, what can I now? You just own everybody's souls. If you send me a super chat, you own all of the souls." Just to
Uh,
make a mockery of it. Like, I don't, it does help in all reality. Yes, it does help our monetization, and it does support creators that you enjoy watching and support the channel. But at the same time, like, I would do this without super chats as well. I did for a very long time. Like, that's just kind of a bonus, I guess, to actually make, let's be honest here, a little bit of money from YouTube.
well, Steve House, man, let's be real. I mean, you do this every day, as far as I understand, right?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Yeah, you got yourself a schedule. I mean, and I've heard you call it your job. So if this is your job, you ideally would want to get any sort of reciprocation. I was gonna say a word that I'm not sure would fit. You know what? I'm gonna go $5 word here. Recompense. You want some sort of recompense for the time you put, because I know it's a struggle for me to even be here for as long as I don't know how people do it. And I maybe it's for me personally, I don't think it's healthy that I would have all the time necessary to build this channel, because I get depressed. I am bipolar. And I know how to treat my own issues, which is to me, if I have to force myself to get out in the world and do things I don't want to do, even if it's dealing with crap at whatever, it keeps me sharp. But for you, man, you got to go head first, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and straight up, I get what you're saying about like I got to do what I got to do, even if it's force myself to get out of bed in the morning. But like, even as someone who took on YouTube as a way to make money, I was sitting around doing a whole lot of not shit, drinking my ass off at the time, and like nobody really knows what you're getting into when you start being a YouTuber. It turns out it's legit work, and there's a reason that you do get paid for it. But I was also never one to be like, oh, send me super chats and donate to my channel and this and that, until it kind of started happening. And then it was like, okay, well, clearly people want to send me super chats anyway. But I've also always said, like, go to the merch store. I sell merch for a reason. If you give me $10, you get something for your money. Like, I appreciate supporting the show, but also, like, I want to give you whatever, a t-shirt, a magnet, a coffee mug, whatever it is. I want you to get something for the money that you worked for as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're doing all the right moves. You got a merch thing set up. I mean, yeah. So just keep on, and if this is what you're passionate about doing, just take it to the limit. Until you learn whatever that is. I have nothing but excitement to see what the future holds for the growth and direction of your channel. And to answer you, Maxwell, my ear is not pierced. However, my labret is, and I could just poke this sucker right now with a toothpick, and it'll go all the way through. My tongue was pierced too once upon a time. Sorry, TMI, I'm an oversharer. What kind of plans do you have? Like, hypothetically, let's say, something's falling in line. What's like the first thing you'd want to do for the channel because you got enough to get, I don't know, an upgrade or an improvement?
First, upgrade equipment, get a better camera, better computer, up the quality of the show and quality of videos. Like in the summertime when I'm making skate videos and stuff, I film 100% of that on my phone. It'd be really nice to have like a GoPro or just some kind of camera to like up the quality.
Lost. I heard up the qua. What could that first portion of the word have been hinting at? Quail? Quail hunting is very much in season. Are you entirely frozen? If you are frozen, just stay perfectly still.
Oh, I think I'm back now. I just moved spots in my room. I think the internet's better here. Case in point, up the quality of my setup to overall make the show better. And then I don't know, man. I've never needed that much to be happy. I mean, it'd be nice to just have enough money to not have to worry about how much money I have, and then
Amen. Jeez.
and then
I've been
I
thinking
don't
about that a
know,
lot.
just like just like have enough to where I'm like, okay, I know my bills are here and my bank account is here, so like sick, don't gotta worry about that, and then really just keep on making content, keep on upping the show. Eventually, down the line, at some point, I do want to do like a Sea Fowls Fest or something where like everybody can come together and maybe like get some bands together and like, just do, I don't know, do like some kind of festival or some kind of event.
I think that would be kick ass, man. I mean, and you just you either got froze and your voice dropped. It sounded like it froze mid sentence, but I think you're well on your way to being able to accomplish something like that, and that would be absolutely awesome, like a Ren Fair styled kind of sea fowls thing, you know.
Yeah, something, get a bunch of people like my viewers, my chat calls my channel home group. So it'd be really cool to like get everybody together and like have an actual in-person, like, come hang out. I'll get some sort of entertainment for like the weekend or something, and we can all just do whatever it is we do, you know?
Hold on. I just had a thought, and I don't know if I'm going to double down with this because you and I already trekked on the reacting to a no. Let me not put us out of the blue. Like, here's a song. Let's react. Let's react. Sorry.
I don't care.
Well, all right. I'll just say this. Adam Calhoun. I've become a sudden real fan of Adam Calhoun. For one, I find his approach far more refreshing than a lot of the way Ryan Upchurch has handled some stuff. I seen his, even though I'm not subscribed, I'll go out of my way to check just because this channel will unfortunately and fortunately always be connected. There are some amazing people I've met as a result, and he's doing this thing, hot boxing, where he gets to like rant. That which would be a. What, did you just? Are you okay? Did your stomach just make a little rubble there?
Oh, I was moving my camera. I noticed it was sideways.
That was quite a grumbly camera. But all right, I will. Oh, see, Fouls. Come on, sir. No. It's over here. It's over here.
Okay.
You're the guy in the elevator. Own up. Okay. Yeah. I think I was on Calhoun. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Upchurch. I find it every time he goes on, he's just trashing somebody, dude. Calhoun seems to be like wanting to lift people up. He even came at Ryan all positive, my friend, and I'd still drop everything. And did you saw that? Yeah, we talked about the little fight setup, and dude just seems like a real down ass kind of human being, down to earth brother. Be there, would fight with you by your side. And his music, the shook ones, where he talks about, I think it encapsulates the YouTube tribalism perfectly, where he talks about how people just want to see him and Ryan tear each other up, because that seems to be the nature of people on YouTube with their anonymity and trolling.
He said that before in I can't remember what song it is, but like this was like years ago before any of this stuff started. He said, I ain't worried about who's got the better career, who's the better rapper. Ryan is my brother and y'all's just some assholes or something like that. Like talking about like, look, we're both at a certain point in our career. It doesn't matter who's better. It matters like who your friends are and your human to human interactions. And I think my whole stance on this really is I've always thought the same thing about Adam Calhoun. I've always thought he seems like a loyal, like if he's by your side, he's gonna fight with you type of dude. So I don't know, like I want to know what went on behind the scenes to piss Ryan off like that, and like what actually happened there, because I have always thought the same thing about Adam Calhoun, but I also don't. I feel like with as close as those two were, I don't know that Upchurch would have just came out the gate like that and like bit him without there being a reason for it. Like I really want to know what actually happened.
I got speculation.
Yeah? I got Mr. Progressive Patriot.
Yeah. if it's all right, I am intimidated by the predator. Funny word you're using there. Chinchilla Eduardo thing in the background. But all right, I think after Ryan went after Tom McDonald, it may have brought up some things, some resentment, because Calhoun and McDonald did a song together. I didn't know they had a little history. and they
They've
have
done
plans.
2 albums
Yeah,
together
yeah,
now,
they
I think. 2 full albums.
I'm only speculating, so these are opinions that can be absolutely wrong, but it's my guess, given what I know, that Ryan was just in his feels, and this whole thing, this being something that a lot of YouTubers do. I would love a consensus. This is where, hey, Allie, good to see you, sweetie. Hey, y'all. I think ACal was talking shit when Hoosier was going after ACal and Ryan went to bat for him. Huh. Okay, I am. That's that. Thank you, because I need as many perspectives as possible to have a clearer picture. So here's what I got. Um, well, the first thing out the gate is apparently Adam was making diss tracks. We don't know if this is true or not. He was making diss tracks, and that could be overly strong term words, because everything that he's put out, nothing sounded like it was like going at the soul of Mr. Ryan Upchurch. But like Shook Ones was just an honest take of everything. But oh nope, see fellas, we lost him. And I got you right back. You're not going anywhere, man. Not until I say so.
Sometimes I
And
glitch out of reality. It happens.
hey, man, it was a Matrix glitch. Okay, it was like the Black Cat. It's gonna happen again. We're gonna get the deja vu. Now you're appearing, disappearing with your superpowers. So long story short, I think somebody got in Upchurch's ear, perhaps, and his trust is at an all-time low. So I empathize with him getting screwed over a lot, but I also look, there's a common factor, which is he. So I don't know. I always look for accountability. I can't blame all on him. I can't blame everybody else either for everything. That aside, the whole Upchurch recording Adam Calhoun and it being legal in Ghost Ranch and then threatening to expose him, like that would, I don't know. I don't like the whole idea of recording people and then like I guess it's circumstantial, dude. We don't know what's on those recordings. He hasn't put anything out there, but Adam Calhoun made it very clear, very publicly, dude, put it all out there. I'm not ashamed of a single thing I've said. You know, I stand by it. So whatever the case is, it's an unfortunate brotherhood and friendship that has been all screwed up, and I still don't have an answer. I actually, Ali, I'd love to hear more of your thoughts, and feel free if you want to jump up. By the way, it's extended. This is I'm feeling open. Excuse me, open format kind of a vibe. This is something I want to do more often, where there's open platforms. But
Yeah,
yeah, and as it
I do.
stands, go ahead,
I
brother.
do agree with Allie right there. If we want to look at the history of things, there would be no Adam Calhoun without Upchurch. Adam Calhoun was making YouTube videos, I think, and he went to hang out with Upchurch just to like film some content and make YouTube. And then Upchurch was doing his music thing. I think he was recording a song maybe or something. And Adam Calhoun was like sitting there writing, and Upchurch was like, "Oh, you rap, dude? Like, let's do a song together. Let's do this." And kind of, not that Adam Calhoun couldn't have done it without Ryan, but I don't know that he would have. So in a way, he does owe a lot of his success to Upchurch. But yeah, I also think it's like it sucks to see two brothers fight like that, because for a long time they really were like attached at the hip. And then obviously life happens and circumstances come up, and I'm sure Upchurch is very hurt by a lot of things that have happened to him. And who knows? I mean, people fucking talk shit. Like Adam Calhoun could have been in a mood one day and been like, "Oh, I'm the shit and whatever and blah blah blah," and like it was just one of those things where he may not have meant anything by it, but Upchurch heard it and was like, "What? Fuck that," and got mad. Like it could be a miscommunication. I don't know. That's why I was like, I want to know what happened behind the scenes, and that's kind of what Simba TV said about it too. He was like, "You guys realize we're only seeing what they put out there. Like, we
The
don't know what
surface.
happened. So I don't know. I
You
see
know,
both sides of it.
we're seeing the surface of the iceberg. We don't know how deep it goes. And in response, I don't like the recording stuff either. But after all he's been through with Katie Noel and Nicole Arbor, I get it. Yeah, I got to give some absolute understanding there. Well, then I'll say for like I don't know, like I the last time I even watched one of Dagburn Gobble blah 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 uh, couch sitting mofo, one of his lives, he recorded an entire background little trio conversation between what he, Kurt, and Gangster Gail. Sorry, Gail, I don't know who you are, but they call you that. And he did that because he said it's necessary and he knows better. Somebody did that to me, I where when I spoke to this individual who's got a larger channel, he told me this is just what people have to do, and I just asked him like, dude, out of respect, it's not what I do. I just want a man to man conversation. He did honor that at some point, so that would I don't know, man. I guess maybe
it
that is something when you get at a certain point, you do have to. Sad.
I don't I Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, really. If I guess if you're in a legitimate legal battle, all the evidence you can get is going to help your case. But I also see a lot of blackmail, let's call it what it is, where it's like, oh, well, remember that conversation we had? I have it. You probably don't want the whole world to hear that. And then it's like, fuck, dude, come on, man. We're all YouTubers. We all put a lot of our lives out publicly, but we're also still people. We still have private lives. Like, there's certain things that I say on a daily basis to somebody who's very, very close to me, where it would probably make me sound like not the greatest person, but it's also out of context. That's somebody that this person and I have a very close relationship to. And I'm going to say some things that I wouldn't just say in the middle of Walmart behind closed doors.
I love that you defaulted to Walmart. But I mean, yeah, I heavily empathize because sadly, one of those very individuals, Miss Chronic Chronicles, Mary Jane, you idiot, where she tried to use just what she had, forgetting that I have everything to yeah, I bring that up every time, don't I? But yeah, I guess that's the game. Did you watch the Calhoun like video where he's like my friend, where he titled it my friend?
Yeah, where he's talking about how, like, this hurts, and he didn't even know what was going on. He was training his son for a fight.
That
I know his son does cage fight, so
he
that makes
just wanted
sense.
to speak to Ryan Upchurch like directly instead of doing these video tit for tats. He was reaching out to him. That's the one thing that makes it the hardest for me to empathize, even though I remind myself of all Ryan Upchurch has been through. But there's also that side of me that, you know, thinks of some of the harm he's done to others too. But regardless, damn, dude, like if you really value that brotherhood, you would have taken the time, I think, to have that very important one-on-one, no cameras, just brother to brother. And that's where I stand with Calhoun's approach, period.
I get that. I also know, though, that I have been that dude. I've been arguing with somebody that I called a brother for a long time, and instead of just calling him up and being like, "What the hell is going on?" He went live, and then I went live, and then he went live, and then I went live, and it was just like you get caught up in this cycle of, I guess, really it's pride and ego, and I've really tried to let that go and like not play into that cycle. But I have been there. Like, I get it. I get mentality of that.
You mind if I embarrass myself at my expense by sharing? And remember, I got caught up in that vileness. Um, we've come a long enough way. This is only gonna hurt me, so enjoy. And kudos to you for having the peace of mind. Hey, anybody that's sniping or trolls, I want you to get ready and hit record because this was really funny and embarrassing, and I'm gonna expose myself, not in a fun way. So
Oh.
CFALs, remember when we were going at it, okay, hot and heavy, steamy. No, when we had our beef and there was manipulations that we were learning, surely, but before we were able to have a proper civil conversation, honestly, I don't know if I was drunk, but you're gonna remember this real quick, and
You
I'm
sounded like
embarrassed.
you had a few.
It's possible, but I don't know because it wasn't just you. It was my rage about all of every single person and troll and that was messing with me, and I just projected all of the anger on you towards you. You were my target there, and when I called you and I was shouting like a fucking maniac. Not only that though, I was so here's the backstory of why I sounded like, because you said, why do you sound like an Italian mob boss or something like during all this heated. Yes. So right in the middle of me acting like a crazy Tony Soprano or something, I was literally talking like I was in the mob.
No, he was.
And
He called me and he's like, "What are we gonna do here, man? What's your problem?" And I was like, "Why are you? What is happening?"
so all right, and I can't even deny, like, I think there was a part of me, the rage was seething, but there was a little piece of me was like, oh shit, he got me there. I had been binge watching The Sopranos from episode 1 all the way through, and I must have had like 4 seasons deep,
Okay.
so it actually influenced my. And
See,
sometimes this happens, like,
I thought, because I know you've got roots in New York, I was like, damn, is he so pissed his New York is coming out right now?
oh, that does happen. That does happen, but it's never supposed to go that Italian. If anything, maybe I get this kind of New York Italian Jewish cadence kind of thing like this. But that was hilarious because you caught me dead to rights. I was watching too much Sopranos, and I just really wanted to talk like that, and that was just so hilarious. So, if anything, now when you reflect on that, you can remember that I was influenced by watching too much TV.
I mean, I respect that though. At least you're watching The Sopranos and not something lame.
Yeah, no word, bro. That was the first time I actually watched it. It was the first time I binged the whole damn thing, dude. Because I watched it, when it was still fresh and coming out, and you had to wait, blah blah blah. That's when I watched it, but I didn't get to watch it all, and so I just decided during that period of time, for whatever reason, when all of our crew was going at each other, and we all had our separate crews. Somehow, I made it as a mafioso thing, and then I went mafioso stupid, and that was my favorite, Eli self Riri moment.
No, that
So
was
just
funny though.
sharing
Like, I
it.
do look back on that night sometimes and just laugh to myself. I'm like, oh man,
Well, that's
with all the
absolutely the best.
craziness, or like, oh god, there's so many examples. Just people calling me in the middle of the night. I won't name names to like reignite anything or whatever, but just people calling me in the middle of the night, just like, hey man, I heard that you said this and I heard that you did that. And I'm like, bro, it's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. Someone can't sleep over this and I'm out. Like, what? Chill.
Man, this takes me back to just remembering when it was us and whatever other channels involved, where it was just so annoying. We were existing, we all had our own teams, and then we had people that thought they were doing us favors by telling us every detail of every little thing that other people did, which made it inescapable. So some people, even with the best intentions, sometimes you just got to put your own foot down and say, I'm going to own it, and I'm just going to see about, if I want to get involved, I'll go out of my way to see it. Don't always, you can count on toxicity always being there. It's a mainstay. If you want to go out and find it, you'll find it. You'll find it quick and easy. Nobody has to go out of their way and be like, here, look, here's some more shit that's already in the shit pile. So, not to say, hey, feel free, don't let me know if something's going down, but just saying, sometimes I'll go out of my way. Back then I learned how to avoid looking at things that I knew would piss me way the fuck off. As we all did.
I'm gonna leave names out to protect the innocent or whatever, but something I did that was real dumb. I was all upset one night, and people were like talking about, I think someone did dox me. Someone was sending me text messages where it was very specific, like the name of the street I live on and like name of an aunt that I haven't talked to in years. And I was just like, whoa, like someone actually knows. So I call this person up and I'm like, dude, what? These people are like, they're saying they're going to come to my house and they have my address and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And this person goes, okay, dude, here's what you're going to do. The next person, after we hang up, the next person that calls your phone, you're going to answer. Just don't even let them talk. Just tell them to go fuck themselves, fuck off. Like, just tell them you're done playing. You're not doing this anymore. Well, his wife had heard this conversation from the other room and was like, oh no, I'm going to call CFOWS and check on him. So the next phone call I get is this dude's wife. And I'm like, no, fuck you, you piece of shit. Rah, 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 rah. And then I just get a phone call back. Dude, that was my wife. And I was like, what? You just told me the next person that calls, bro.
I mean, at the very least, you showed that you're good at following instructions. But yeah, no, often these things can blow up on us, and at least it's something to laugh at. By the way, I appreciate the view and the compliment. I'm like, what the WTF? Y'all boring. Thank you for spending your time and energy. Just keep on supporting. Appreciate you. And this is one of the other reasons, low key, that I was like, yeah, put the ads back on. Let's make the hate watchers go through that, little 2 second before they got to hit the button. I'm here for Brooklyn Bay. Oh man, I hope you at least earn having a somewhat cool name. Yeah, nah,
Thanks
that's
for
not a
the
cool.
revenue.
Yeah, word for sure. YouTube now, your dots are very welcome here and appreciated. So
Also,
yeah. Oh, do go on.
every time you chat in a YouTuber's chat, it ups their analytics. So all you're doing is literally making this channel go up in the eyes of YouTube. So thank you.
Yeah, I'll take the algorithmic boost. Yeah, into my ego as well. I am currently looking at. Oh, okay. I got another little fun clip, and this is just this to me. Let me pause it before it starts. Is an example of when the wrong kind of person has a platform, has access to informing people, and it's I had wrong doubts that this was real, but this dude is dead serious. I want you to remember that when I hit the play button and you hear everything this man says. So I'm going to let's see. There we go. Okay, going all Brady Bunch style, and everybody take a moment. Oh no, we're not doing Calhoun. We're doing this. Just take a moment and listen.
That dude
You will
is
enjoy.
serious.
Huh? Say again.
For a second, when Adam Calhoun popped up, I was like, that dude is serious. You're right.
Oh yeah. There, I got nothing in return, man, and I can't see it, so I can't play ball. That's okay. But this right here, okay, just remind yourself, this dude means every word. Okay. Here we go.
Do not drink water. Dogs drink water. Camels drink water. Four-legged beasts drink water. Do you know in order to drink water scientifically, you will have to stand on all fours, you have to elongate your neck, and you have to lap the water with your tongue? Your tongue is not even long enough and don't have the type of muscles that other mammals have to even lap that water in. In order for you to drink water, you got to close your hands together, do this. You got to do everything but what you can do naturally with it to even drink this water. You getting water in cups and glasses. You weren't born with cups, glasses, and bowls and none of that other shit. These are utensils that you make for you can assimilate other creatures for you can start drinking these things. Just like you make knives and you make forks because you don't have claws like a carnivore, and you make these knives and these forks for you can claw and rip and tear into flesh, showing you that you were not created to eat flesh. Same thing when it comes to water. See, you're supposed to eat water. You're supposed to chew water. You're not supposed to drink water. You do.
Okay, so if you heard it first, you heard it. Yeah. Real talk, okay? Y'all maybe heard it first. Maybe you were intelligent enough to already know you're supposed to eat water, chew water, and if you look at this blasphemy, Seafowls with his device with a handle filling some sort of liquid substance that can be, I don't know, whatever happens, because I'm an alpha and I go on all fours and I cup it in my hands and yeah, so I feel like a whole man.
To be fair, that is a pretty badass way to drink water. I might start doing that, but excuse me, sir, you do realize that if we don't drink water, we die, right?
Bear in mind, he's saying don't abstain from water, but you should be like, if you bite a fruit and water it somewhat comes out, that's sustenance, and you need to go ahead and lap up to a lake like some fawn or deer, and be sure to, I guess, cup it. Just don't go old school. Don't be a puss and go and use a utensil or anything, God forbid. Okay, this is how we make America great again, by bringing the H2O old school back, and that's what the O stands for, H2 old school. Okay, that's how we gonna roll. Everybody that has joined the channel tonight or in any time in history, this is now how we all have to intake our aquatic necessities. So sorry if it's an inconvenience, but that's how it be, and it be like that. You're taking
Sorry,
it like
I think I'm still processing that whole piece of information. I'm so confused.
That's a lot to take in.
What happened to that man as a child?
Bro, I just it's a prime example that, well, look at us. Just anybody can get on here. It's terrifying. All right, and this is I did in my 40-minute rant last night. This picture right here that I'm gonna show y'all. This is what led to that huge stupid debate about sexism, and I'm gonna show you it's a stupid little cartoon. Look, it's all right. Here's Wonder Woman. Here's Batman. They're walking. There's a cockroach. Oh, looks like the cockroach is doing some sort of flash thing or a dance, and she jumps on Batman. I thought the joke was going to be a little dirtier, but in this thread is where me and a couple other, I don't know what's called, libtard snowflakes just go ham and telling me that this is 100% sexist, and there's no way that it can be explained that it's not. Excuse me. There's my name. It was just this is one of the things that motivated me to go live and just kind of lash out and vent about the massive stupidity. And then I made one of the points of why people these days are even afraid to say what they really feel these days, because of the outrage that seems to be so at the ready from idiots out there. I told everybody last night, this guy that wouldn't stop fighting me about that stupid cartoon. I told my checkmate was, bro, the fact that you think you have to defend all women as if they can't decipher this as humor or not, is sexist in itself. That was my
Yeah.
gotcha. And he just kept on repeating, you're deflecting, explain to me how it's not sexist, explain to me it's not sexist. And I did mention how literally he only has hands, like no arms. I'm not gonna be a total ass and look for him and like show everybody. I won't shame him in that way, even though part of me wants to, because I'm no better. But yeah,
So
hey, there's nothing
what?
good with a little old fashioned sexism here and there. Okay, just saying.
Which
Okay.
part of this is sexism? The fact that Wonder Woman is scared of cockroaches, or the fact
Dude.
that Batman has to vanquish the cockroaches because he's a man?
No, I mean, hey, now that you pointed out, the cockroaches are still chilling over there, having a grand old time. Batman's just like, they got some moves. Maybe I can implement this into my arsenal. Look at how they dance, or I like the way they spread their wings and they're flashing. Maybe I'll do that. Matter of fact, I'm not wearing anything under this cape. Perhaps I'll show her later.
Right?
That's how you make it sexist, Yeah, just there's here this innocent schmuck. I don't get it. This was the beginning. It's a sexist stereotype about women being afraid of bugs. So that's
Okay.
Here's my comment. It's a joke. And what's funny about it? It's a sexist stereotype about, and he says the same thing disguised as a joke. Imagine getting offended over us not laughing at such an unfunny comic. LOL. And this is where it began. I couldn't stop tearing them a new one, and just nobody would just
the
go
joke
on.
here is Wonder Woman is like a superhero. She's supposed to be like super badass and like beats the crap out of dudes all day, but she's afraid of a cockroach. Like, I feel like that's the joke, not that.
Look,
Okay, Facebook.
it is, to me, the great masses of fake ass outrage that create the problems that were never there to begin with. Okay, just like Shane Gillis. I don't know if anybody's familiar with this. He's a successful comedian. He's been coming up, working hard. He's been doing a lot of guest spots on Joe Rogan. He went on SNL. All right, he got fired from SNL 5 years ago because something surfaced in a very funny podcast he had from even further back then, where he had said some stuff that was decided to be offensive to Asian Americans. It was jokes about Chinese food. And so Saturday Night Live fired him, and then he got to return as a host like just a few days ago. This was 5 years after him getting fired. So he did well. He was a little nervous, and when he left, there was one woman in the band behind him that was refusing to laugh, like in solidarity, and like the internet outrage fakers were all like posting pictures of her saying she's standing up for what's right. And what's hilarious is the first Chinese writer or Asian American writer of SNL ever just signed on and hugged Shane Gillis at the end of the whole thing. So outrage, bro. You have to project it to make it.
That's like when other white people tell me I can't have hair like this on behalf of black people, but then every black person I meet is like, yo, sick dreads, dude. How long did that take? Like, let the people who are supposed to be offended about it be offended about it. And if they're not, why, you're racist because you feel like the black guy that's supposed to be mad at me can't have his own opinion about whether he's mad at me or not.
It's insecurity and guilt from people that have been just absolutely misinformed that make it a problem. There's a video I just saw, I should have saved it, of a white dude that was dressed like your stereotypical Mexican with sombrero, mariachis, or marat, whatever, and he went around to a bunch of like white college students and said, "Is this offensive?" They all said yes, and they explained why it's appropriation. Then he went to actual Mexicans,
like a Mexican neighborhood, and they're like,
"Yeah,
bro, fucking, you want a beer, dude?" Yeah,
orale, So my take and my view on that forever and a day will be, if you have something wrong with yourself, you're going to see to it that you see that something anywhere you can, so you can forget that you have some uncomfortable feelings about your own self and your identity, or how to deal with other people's identities and cultures. That's all. Simple as that to me.
Straight up, yeah. It astounds me how many times, or like, I have chains on, which, by the way, are not expensive, but I have chains on and I have dreadlocks, and everyone's like, "Oh, you want to be black, bro? You want to be black?" I'm like, "What? No, like, not at all. I just have." I mean, if you want to get real technical, Vikings had dreadlocks as well, and one of these chains is very sentimental to me, and the other one is fucking cool. It's a music label I like. Like, what part of this is me trying to be black?
That the Nordic factoid always spins somebody for a loop, and I bet you their ultimate deflection would be like, "No, I don't care. You're definitely doing the
Well,
appropriate." It's hilarious.
technically, all life came from Africa, so which, if you want to go that route,
Oh yeah. You're right. That would actually literally be the statement given. And by the way, Trisha, totally on point. The joke was dumb. That's what I kept pointing out also to other commenters. It's just a stupid, like, third grade level joke. Why are people actually projecting like insanity and anger? Get over it, So it just
yeah, it wasn't
it's
even a
so
good
easy to
joke.
divide. Like, right, if that's all it took. Look, this image is all it takes to divide people. We're fucked. That's all. That's all it takes. We're that fragile. We're that frail. We're that ready to go at each other's throats. Or not even. Some people just, I think, want to express how ridiculous it is that they're seeing outrage, and then the outrage don't want to hear it. So we're stuck in the cycle. Huh. With that, I'll say Trump 2024, bitches, until I see something better.
Hell yeah.
So
No, but I think everybody needs to feel important. And even as a guy who sits on YouTube and talks for hours and hours and hours every week, everybody has a platform now. Everyone has an Instagram page, a Twitter, a this, a that. And so everyone has this sense of like, everything I say is the most important thing ever.
yeah,
Like, fair enough, use your voice. I advocate for people to use their voice, but like, no one cares if Wonder Woman is afraid of a cockroach. That's like the last thing we should be worried about.
bro, it got so technical that like somebody started to, and it since I have it up here, this one individual that happened to be a trans individual just started posting, and I have most of these books, posting every panel that he, she, it possibly could to show, look, in every arc, Wonder Woman has been proven to beat Superman. And I was like, and I was the geek. Look, this is my kingdom. I am a geek. You see the comic books, and I had to point out, yeah, but that wasn't on like Earth 2, where the real Superman is. These are other worlds that are in the multi. Oh, God, I'm never gonna say these things out loud. I'm saving it for the new comic book channel. But yeah, no, I had my ammo. I was ready, man. So okay, I am going to say, this is me trying to escape. I'm gonna say much thank yous to everybody who came to the YouTubes. See, fellows, I say thank you to you, Eduardo Predator Eduardo, for joining Progressive Patriot channel. Uh, and thank you. Would you like to, aside from everybody, describe the CFL's channel? Yes, put the channel in the chat, or find the CFLs on the YouTube. And also, there is merch you can buy. Witchy Sister Crafts CFLs. Take it away, the CFLs. What do you say?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me rant about such and things, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you are if you find me entertaining, and if you would happen to want some merch, www.witchysisterscrafts.com. Oh, thank you, Trisha. I see my channel in the thing there. Click that, click subscribe, become part of the Cool Kids Club. Eduardo here says be kind, and thanks for having me on, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your night.
Always an honor. I love that we can keep this on a weekly. See you on your end of the Pisso corner of YouTube, brother. Take care.
Sounds good, man. Have a good night.
Peace out. Good night to you. And I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna show you guys my ultimate trick of all tricks. Pshaw, by the way, I am low key, guys. I gotta be honest. All right, I'm a little devastated. The two people I've never seen before. One put 3 dots in the chat, and then the other one said like, "What the WTF?" And they had Brooklyn in their name, and like I'm from the U. I can't. I just I'm emotional, but okay. To make up for that, I show you my Jewish curls, my Jubian Prince curls. I need to get a haircut desperately. I need to fade one, and I'm gonna show you a trick. Okay, hold on. I have to make up for it. The people must be entertained. I'm gonna break my nose. Nose. You heard that, right? Totally real. 100% real. Yeah, no trickery there. To all you lovely people, each and every one of you. Oh my God, it's like magic. How did that even happen? Witchcraft. Blasphemy. Speaking of witchcraft, Witchy Sisters Crafts and merch. Find it, Seafowls. Find it at the Seafowls site, merch shop thing. We need to get our linkage together, brother. Everybody, thank you for joining another Progressive Patriot hour or so. Randomness, Manic Maniac hour. And I'm looking forward to catching y'all, my tribe. Y'all are my tribe, my people. And I appreciate every single one of you every single day, even if I'm not on or live. I just think about what I can do to bring to the table so we can all have fun, spend our time together. I love this little slice. This little place we've carved out for ourselves. It's fucking ours, you know? Nobody can take that from us. So much blessings to all y'all. Have a fantastic night. Cherish your loved ones, and hey, kick life's ass. One love. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Bye, Christina. Bye, White Dragon. Bye, Bass Girl. Bye, Trisha. Bye, Seafels. Bye, everybody.